So what we have here is a 1936 Double Cockpit Forward with a 4-cylinder B engine, 60 horsepower. And this actually belongs to a fellow in France right now. He used to do all the woodwork on the Eiffel Tower, and believe it or not, that big steel tower has a lot of woodwork, which is like consists of handrails and cabinetry at the ticket counters and in the restrooms, and a restaurant on one level, and that was all the woodwork. So this guy did the woodwork at the Eiffel Tower for 17 years. Now he's a mayor of a town there in France. And anyhow, I'm an acquaintance of his because he invited my father, who served in World War II in France, invited him to come visit. And so we did that about 5 years ago when Dad was 95. So anyhow, you'll notice that right here, this must have been kept in like a stack building. You'll notice a lot of crazing in the varnish. So it's going to need a strip and refinish. The sides, if you could repair the sides back here, which is just virtually impossible, you wouldn't need a strip and refinish. But this is going to need a strip and refinish. If we do those, that's $1,500 a foot times 16 feet. That's $24,000 to do a strip and refinish of this. The upholstery, it looks like someone has redone the upholstery. It looks intact. Either that or it's original, but I can't hardly believe it's original. But it is the original pattern and texture. Looks like there's some problems back here on the transom. Probably a transom bow is in order. The bottom actually, if you look at these planks and the plank seams, the bottom actually looks like it's in pretty decent condition. It might still soak up. You might not have to do a bottom replacement. We're gonna look at plank seams here in a minute. I'll get down on the ground and look at that. But definitely strip and refinish. We have run the B engine. It was several years ago. We have run it and re-winterized it, so all that should be fine. And as you can see, all the hardware is here. And it's on this trailer. We need some new fenders for the trailer, but this is the trailer that goes to the boat. So all the hardware's here. The gauges are here. Looks like those have been redone. So I believe this has been redone at one point in time. It looks like maybe the bottom was glassed, doesn't it? No. I can see plank seams. Gosh, the plank seams are all nice and tight. I can just about guarantee this bottom is going to soak up. That's pretty awesome. And it looks like the main problem's in the transom and the strip and refinish. Both of those would be the issues. Let me look at the bottom on this side, see if I see anything obviously wrong with it. No, bottom is in great shape. This boat hasn't had much use. So cool, and you can see how good the varnish is up here towards the front of the boat. That's why I say this boat was exposed, the back of this boat was exposed to a lot of sunlight. Because you go back, the front 2/3 is actually, could be fixed up with maintenance coats, but the problem is you'll never match the stain and varnish. You never get a match back there. At some point you'd have a obvious transition from this to whatever you could do as far as stripping and refinishing the back part of it. So it's a total strip and refinish job. But it looks like total strip and refinish and some repairs to the transom, and you'd be good to go. Thanks.